Be warned, South Africa, a strong cut-of-low weather system is set to bring stormy conditions over parts of South Africa this long weekend. So here's what you can expect. This long heritage weekend, a low pressure system basically cuts itself off from the normal westerly flow in the upper levels of the atmosphere. It's a slow moving system and South Africa's largest rain bearing weather system and can dump a lot of rain over certain areas. Our synoptic analysis is showing isolated thunderstorms will already start developing on Saturday, stretching all the way from our neighboring country for parts of the Northern Cape, the Free State, the Eastern Cape, and an onshore flow also bringing in showers for the southern coastline. But into Sunday, that cut-of-low weather system strengthening just west of the country, rain bands turning clockwise around the low-pressure system, and then later on Sunday, the Weather Service warning against severe storms expected to move over parts of the Northern Cape. This includes the Kouga as well as later moving over the central Kouga. Those storms could produce hail or gusting winds and in some areas heavy downpours, with an onshore flow also pushing in heavy rain for the southern coast of South Africa and the coastal areas of the Eastern Cape. That cut-of-low exiting over Nelson Mandela Bay, with the severe storms now stretching over parts of Northwest and the Free State, and we're still expecting this continuous onshore flow of more rain for the southern coastline and into next week, Monday on Heritage Day. The Scorpion's tail, or the tail of this cut-of-low weather system, will bring another pouring of torrential downpour for parts of the southern coastline, which could lead to widespread flooding in those areas. So how much rain is going to fall on the ground? Let's have a look at our accumulated rainfall model on Saturday into Sunday. Most of the rain bands stretching here over the Northern Cape into the Free State and Eastern Cape. If we take it all the way to Sunday night, we can see these pink spots picking up here in parts of the Western Cape. This includes the Karoo, the Southern Eastern Cape, and over the coast of the Eastern Cape. In those areas, more than 50 millimeters likely on Saturday until Sunday. But into Monday nights, we are seeing these black dots coming up here in parts of the Overberg and the southern coastline. In those areas, models are currently picking up more than 100 millimeters could accumulate from Saturday up until Monday night, which could lead to widespread flooding in those areas. Do keep in mind, cut-of-low weather systems are extremely volatile and the forecast can change from one day to the next. The rainfall amounts could either decrease or increase as the low moves across South Africa, so keep on watching Box Weather for regular updates. Strong winds also associated with cuts-of-low weather systems, and on Saturday, a strong southerly wind expected to pick up here along the west coast, and also gusting winds ahead of thunderstorms over parts of the Northern Cape and the Free State, and a fresh onshore flow for the southern coastline, bringing in lots of rain. We can see the low nearing the country and winds turning clockwise around that low pressure system. We're expecting gusting winds on Sunday over the western interior of South Africa, especially the Karoo, and then a black southeaster expected along the southern coastline. Now, back southeaster is usually when a gale force to near gale force, southeasterly winds are associated with rainfall, and we know this onshore flow will bring lots of rain for the southern coastline on Sunday as well as overnight into Monday morning. We're looking at that low pressure system moving over the southwestern areas, bringing windy conditions across the country, more gusting winds, especially on a Monday morning for the Northern and the Western Cape as well as the Free State. The low pressure system exiting the country on Heritage Day, but now that Scorpion's tail is expected to bring near gale force onshore southerly winds with for parts of the southern coastline. Windy conditions also expected as far east as northwest Gauteng and parts of the Free State. So how's the temperatures looking with this cut-of-low weather system? It's quite chilly on Saturday here over the southern and western areas of South Africa, but still heating up over northeastern South Africa with temperatures above 30 degrees. And then into Sunday, much cooler conditions for the west coast as well as the Eastern Cape. Maximum temperatures remaining below 20 degrees and cooler weather also moving over the central parts of South Africa. And then on Heritage Day, we can see chilly weather here in the shade of green to cold in some places with maximum temperatures in the mid-teens, only 9 degrees in Sutherland and 16 in George. Maximum temperatures are now only in the mid-20s for northeastern South Africa, but I know any weather is a bright weather for a South African. Here's a summary on what you can expect this long weekend. Scattered showers on Saturday stretching from our neighboring country over the northern Eastern Cape and showers expected over the southern areas of South Africa. remaining mainly dry in Cape Town as well as along the west coast. And then into Sunday, that cuts of low weather system strengthening. We're expecting widespread showers and thunderstorms over large parts of the Cape provinces and a continuous onshore flow of rain showers expected over large parts of the Western, Southern Cape and the Karoo. And then into Heritage Day, thunderstorms and showers spreading a little bit more eastwards over the Free State and the Eastern Cape. And then also later, a few thunderstorms likely over Northwest and Gauteng. But also picking up a band of thunderstorms stretching there over Limpopo, Mpumalanga and Kwa-Zulu Natal. Currently, instability values are extremely high, so a few of those storms could also become severe, produce hail, gusting winds and heavy downpours. Well, that's your forecast for this weekend. Please adhere to all weather warnings issued by the South African Weather Service and stay safe, South Africa. Now, just quickly, we know South Africa is taken on island this weekend in Paris. Thankfully, it's much cooler compared to the previous weeks in the Northern Hemisphere. It's going to be 18 degrees the evening when the Springboks take on island. Well, that's all from me. Have a lovely long weekend, everyone.